If you're moving to Austin from Chicago, everybody is about to tell you the exact same thing. They are going to warn you about the property taxes. And here's what nobody tells you. For a Chicagoan, that warning is mostly backwards, and the number that actually changes your life is a completely different one. Hi, I'm Brandon Holley with Holley Homes Realty here in South Austin. And if you are leaving Chicago or the suburbs for Central Texas, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through what actually changes in your budget, what stays the same, and the one surprise that can still catch a Chicago buyer off guard. So by the end, you can run your own numbers with a clear head. In the next few minutes, we will cover three things. One, the tax math and why the property tax warning lands so differently for you than it does for a Californian. Two, what your Chicago home budget actually buys across South Austin, Buda, Kyle, and Bastrop. Three, the honest trade you are making on weather and the seasons, because I am not going to pretend that part goes away. And I will tell you the honest truth most agents will not, which is the one tax line that can quietly erase your savings if you do not ask about it. Let me set the table. Chicago and Cook County already carry some of the highest property taxes in the entire country. Effective rates around Chicago commonly land in the 1.9 to 2.2% range, and plenty of suburbs run higher. Here in the Austin area, a typical no district home often falls within the same 1.8 to 2.2% range. So on property tax alone, most Chicago buyers are looking at a lateral move, not a cliff. If you are seriously weighing a Central Texas move, hit subscribe, because every week I break down a piece of this puzzle for people coming from exactly where you are. Now here's the part that the property tax warning skips. Illinois charges a flat 4.95% state income tax on every dollar you earn. Texas charges nothing. That is the line that actually changes your monthly take home. Let me make it real. Say your household brings in $150,000 a year. In Illinois, that flat income tax pulls roughly $7,000 out of your pocket every single year. In Texas, that number is zero. That is not a one-time closing surprise. That is money back in your budget every year you live here. Now put it next to housing. The median home in the city of Chicago sits around $420,000. The Austin Metro as a whole right now is around $440,000. So the headline prices are close. But here's where you actually win. The city of Austin itself runs higher than that. The places I work every day, South Austin, Buda, Kyle, and Bastrop, are where the new construction lives, and a lot of it lands between $350,000 and $500,000. Brand new homes with a warranty, modern energy efficiency, and a yard. So a Chicago buyer trading $420,000 condo or a bungalow can very often find a newer, larger home for similar money, keep that income tax savings, and stop shoveling a driveway every winter. Quick one for you, drop a comment and tell me which Chicago neighborhood or suburb you are leaving. I read every single one, and it genuinely helps me tailor these breakdowns. Now the honest catch, and this is the truth most agents skip, some of these newer Austin area communities sit inside what is called a MUD, a municipal utility district. A MUD adds its own line to your property tax bill, and it can push your rate above what you are paying in Cook County. So the home that looked like a steal can quietly cost you more than your Chicago place did. The fix is simple. You ask one question before you fall in love with any new build. Is this home in a MUD or a PID, and what does that add to the tax rate? I made a full breakdown of how those work, and I will point you to it in the description below. So here's how I would think about it if I were you. If your top priority is keeping more of your paycheck, you're already winning the moment you cross the state line, because that 4.95% income tax disappears no matter which suburb you choose. And if your top priority is the lowest possible tax rate on the house itself, then you lean toward established neighborhoods without a MUD, and you check the rate on every single property before you write an offer. The one thing to watch out for is comparing a Chicago home to an Austin home on price alone. Two homes at the same sticker can carry very different tax bills out here depending on the district. The sticker is the start of the math, not the end of it. Now you might be thinking, fine, but I have heard the summer in Texas are brutal and the winters are the whole reason I am leaving. Here's the honest answer. Austin summers are long and hot, and they are getting hotter. You will trade snow and gray for a stretch of triple-digit days from about June into September. That is a real trade, and I would rather you hear it from me now than feel ambushed in your first July. What you get back is a winter you actually can live in, a longer outdoor season, and roughly 9 months a year where the lake, the greenbelt, and the patio are all on the table. For most of the Chicago families I work with, that math comes out in Austin's favor, but you should walk in with your eyes open. And if this is helping you think it through, a quick like tells YouTube to show it to more people making this exact move. I understand now may not be the right time, and I never want to be pushy. Just know that I am here if you have questions, would like to start planning, or need anything. If you want the full Central Texas relocation guide, the link is below. It walks you through neighborhoods, budgets, and the questions to ask before you even board a plane. Stay tuned next week when we cover the zip code I live in, 78748 in South Austin. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brandon Holley with Holley Homes Realty.